Hey, what's going on? Soccer back here for another episode here on EnchantedMC. If you guys do want to play with me, the server IP is on your screen. It's both Java and Bedrock compatible. You can go ahead and play on both versions. For those of you who are new here and have not yet subscribed, please consider to do so as it does directly support me. And while you're at it, hit that like button as well just because it does help push out my videos. But let's get straight into today's episode. Gens is literally releasing in the next 14 seconds. We're number 279 in queue. I'm going to cut back once we're in. We just loaded in and we're instantly starting to kill the chickens. So let's begin. /our reclaim. Get our rank claims. Okay, reclaim again for our media. There we go. For our media rank, we got a lot of good stuff, I'm pretty sure. We can already go ahead and upgrade our soul greed just a little bit. 2,000 levels, not bad. Let's put it in there just so we're getting a lot more souls. We have 3 perks. Let's go ahead and roll. Hopefully we can get something good. Dude, if we can get like a good roll, that would actually be so insane. We got a Central 4, not good. Blacksmith 5, what does that do? Blacksmith 5 gives us tool XP. Low-key, I'm going to keep it. I do not want to roll it. We need as much tool XP as possible in order to reach level 10. I'm pretty sure it's level 10 for Enhancer. Yes, it is. So we need to unlock this as fast as possible, just so we're actually upgrading our tool a lot faster. So yeah, that was actually not a bad pull at all. We have 33 tier 1 crystal boxes to open. We really need an Enhancer crystal out here. That's like the only thing we need. So I'm going to go ahead, open all of them. Still no Enhancer. Okay, we got one. 28% though, that's not good. Okay, let's keep opening. Okay, we got another one. 45%. That's unfortunate. We got one more. 52%. Let me go ahead and tinker all these bad ones. All right, we have 5 more to open. Let's open that. Please give us one good. And we got another one. 47%. That is unfortunate. We just killed a couple of chickens. We're now at 5.4k. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a couple of these companions. We can buy 6 of them. So let me animation toggle. Buy 3. Buy another 3, and we cannot afford one more. Let me go ahead. Okay, we can't merge anything. Let's just equip best. There we go. And then begin slaying these chickens again. Alright, now we can go ahead and buy a new zone. So zone max. Go to the next zone just so these mobs aren't actually dying quick enough. I mean, I legit had to go from chicken to chicken every like minute, which was kind of annoying. But now this one has 3.3k health, meaning I can actually AFK this for just a little bit. We're currently level 7 on our sword. And we're 3 levels away from finally getting Enhancer. I haven't gotten any more crystal boxes, so I haven't gotten any more Enhancer crystals either. But Long just gave us 17 perks. Now we have 18. I'm going to go ahead and roll. Hopefully we can get something good. Okay, we got Attack perk 3, Spirit 1, Attack 2, Shard 1, Shard 2, Souls 4. Okay, come on. We got 12 left. We have to get something good. Strength 1, Attack 5, Spirit 1, Souls 2, Money 3, Essence 2, critical 4. Okay, we have 5 rolls left. We need to get something good. Come on, please. Souls 4, Gold Rush 2, critical 1, critical 1, and another critical. Dude, we got critical 1 3 times in a row. What are the odds of that, dude? Okay, so I just found out the strat. What we're gonna do is if we do /ms and look at our Rebirth milestones, at Rebirth 2 we're gonna get a sword booster for 0.5x for 30 minutes. Now this is gonna be worth getting, so we're gonna go ahead, grind to Rebirth 2 so we can get that, and then we'll AFK for that 30 minutes with Enhancer to try to get as much experience as possible. Dude, we opened like 4 of the tier 2 crystal crates and we already got a 88% second hand. That is pretty good. We'll definitely take that. At what level do we unlock second hand? Level 50. Wait, that is actually a long ways away, but we should definitely get there by today. Alright, we just hit level 10, meaning we just unlocked Enhancer. Let me go ahead, put all our essence in there. Only 21 levels, not bad, but we did also unlock Essence Greed, so let's put all of our souls into that. 248 levels. Can't quite max it out yet, but that's definitely going to help us get a lot more currency. And now we do have a 52% Enhancer. I don't really want to spend my dust on it because it is only a 23% to apply and I don't have anywhere near enough dust. It's not really that good of a percent, so I think I'm going to take the gamble because if it does go on, it's actually going to be pretty good, and it did not. It's fine. It was only a 52%. We're probably going to get a better one here soon anyway, so I'm not really too worried. We do have 7 trade tickets to go ahead and spend, so let me use it on our tool pet. We really need like buff 3 and we got a first try. Let's go, we'll take that. Now let me do my soul pet. Let's roll this. Level cap 1, level cap 3, buff 1, experience 1, win 1. We got twin 2. Alright, looks like we're going to stick with that. Let's put that on. And then let me move on to our pet stats. Let's do our tool pet. We have 4 rolls, but we have no special rolls. Let's go ahead and begin. Wow, all reds first try. That's not good. Oh my god. Alright, we have 2 more. Okay, all greens. And an S and buff. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll keep that. we'll definitely keep that for now. A minus in experience, A minus in level. That was pretty good. We could not have gotten anything better than that, so I'm going to take that. So there are a lot of new things that they added in this season for dungeons, so let's go ahead and talk about them all. So they added a new dual sword, which as you guys can see at the bottom, it costs 1500 swings to go ahead and get. It doesn't really cost anything, it's just you need to get that much swings to be able to activate it. And once you activate it, it's basically you have 2 swords and then you have 2x attack speed, which is pretty good. Another thing they changed is abilities. They actually revamped it. So starting off, the abilities of your sword is going to be pretty bad. They're not going to be good because you're just starting off. But the more that you rebirth, the better the things are going to get and the more items that you're going to get. The booster ability now will give you a final booster for souls, essence, and shards, and his skills as you progress. So the higher you rebirth, the more booster that you're going to get. And then they also added a brand new ability called Transcend. They actually removed the flamethrower for Transcend, and the Transcend ability will give you a final booster for damage and money. So that's going to be useful for rebirthing. And then now let's move on to the brand new enchants they added. So they added a whole new category for shards, and it's only for shards only. And the only way you can upgrade these is with your sword level going higher and higher, and then you use shards to upgrade it. And they also did a lot of changes to balance out the other enchants. They added a brand new pass revamp, which I'm pretty sure is the same one that they had in the previous ones. And yes, it is. This is pretty dope. I actually really love their new pass system. And this is the new things that they did add. They added a battleground kill milestone. They added the brand new universal pet. They added a toggle to disable animations. They buffed the auto fighter. I don't know in what way, but now it's buffed. And now if you check our attributes, they also made it to where it's rebirth locked. You can't just buy it based on the shards. To go ahead and get to the last one, you need 150 rebirths. And as they add more and more attributes, you're going to need a lot more rebirths to be able to upgrade those. So that's a pretty cool change. It avoids people being boosted on shards. They also went ahead and split attack speed between perks and attributes as well. Now some perks are actually buffed. If we check master and universal, tier 1 and tier 2 is now a 20% attack speed, whereas tier 3 through 5 is now 40% for both of these. Before, it used to be 1 to 2 being 0% attack speed, 3 and above was 20%. So they added an extra 20% to both of them. They also updated crystals. Before, when you had a crystal on, it would increase the proc chance, but now it's an enchant final multiplier, which is pretty good. And then the new thing that they added is enchanted dust. You can use the enchanted dust to increase the percentages of the boost from 100% to 125%, which is pretty good. They also nerfed totem skins and the enchant boost from them. And that's everything for this update for this gen season. And honestly, I like this update only because the more you progress, the more rewarding it will feel. Before, it was just all static. Like for example, the lucky block ability, when you were prestige 1, you would get the same rewards than you would someone who were prestige 200. So these are a lot better. I definitely like how rewarding it is for the more time that you put in. Alright, so now we can go ahead and rebirth. One thing to do, if you guys don't know, is before you do rebirth, go to zone previous and actually spend all of your money on the companions from the last world, just so you can go ahead and get the best companions, and then you'll be able to rebirth a lot quicker. Use them all together, equip best, and now let's go ahead, go to zone next, go to our next zone. I think now if we kill like 2 cows, we will be able to go ahead and rebirth, so it makes it a lot faster in that way as well. Alright, there we go, and we can already rebirth. It did not even take us 2 minutes. Let's go ahead, rebirth. We're also gonna get a 2x multiplier for money, I'm pretty sure, so that's pretty good. Now we just need to rebirth one more time, and then we should be able to go ahead and focus on our sword level. We just got our hands on 2 tier 1 totem boxes from our / gifts, so that's not bad at all. I'm gonna go ahead and open them. Hopefully we can get a tool totem or an enchant totem. That would also be good as well. Let's go ahead and open this, and we got ourselves a pass totem. That's not bad. And we got ourselves a money totem. That's quite unfortunate. Alright, we can go ahead and rebirth one more time. I'm not gonna go ahead and actually go to the previous zone, only because our companions from the last zone is what we're using right now, and they're almost all voids. So we're just gonna go ahead and rebirth. Get to rebirth 2. There we go. Now we can do the wooden sword strat, do /ms, and then claim our rebirth rewards. We got a money booster and we got a sword booster. Because we have rebirth 2, we actually unlocked 2 of the sword abilities. Oh wait, it doesn't actually cost us any shards to upgrade. It's only when you get the rebirth, you're at that attribute. Wait, that is actually huge. That means now shards are useful for our enchants. So let me go ahead. Oh, looks like the shard enchants will only work when dual sold is activated. Okay, so, well, there isn't really anything we can spend our shards on. So I might just save that for the armor, because I don't think we're going to get the brand new set in today's episode, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. I guess we're just going to buy like the soul set, I'm pretty sure it's called. Let's do slash armor, have a look. Yeah, the soul set right here is what we're going to go for, and it costs 2,000 shards, so we should be able to get that. One thing we have yet talked about in this episode is actually our guild. So let me go ahead, show you everyone that is playing with us. So we currently have 6H9, Blyad Fool, Footlong, King Noob, Mito, Niche Val, Sandy, I1C, and Pig and PvP with myself as well. We're number 1 on souls, number 1 on essence, but we are kind of lacking in rebirths, only because we are currently focusing on our sword level. So yeah, that is that. Honestly, being number 2 is kind of crazy. We would be number 1 right now if we just had like one more rebirth. We are tied with number 1, so that is pretty good. If we keep grinding at this pace, we should get a huge lead on number 2. Hopefully for this season we can get number 1, but I'm not actually sure, only because this guild right here are absolute grinders. They know what they're doing. They're number 1 every single season, but there could be a little bit of hope. If we keep going at this pace, we might keep number 1, but I'm not too sure. But we are trying our best to get number 1. We currently have 200 million souls, 29 million essence. Let's go ahead, not spend any time, and actually upgrade our sword. One thing I want to do is get a lot more essence just so we can upgrade our enhancer. So let's go ahead, put all our souls into essence greed, go to this enchant, and then put 12 more levels in there. That should give us a ton more XP. But what we haven't done yet is actually use our 0.5x booster yet. So I'm going to go ahead, activate it for now. We're also going to use this 10-minute 1.25x enchant booster just so our enhancer is getting procced a little bit more. I should probably save these boosters for a little bit later, but the more enchants that we unlock now, the better it is going to be for us in the future, only because we're going to be able to make a lot more currency, meaning we will get a huge lead on IS top, which is what we are focusing on right now. Alright, we just got our hands on a Start of the World loot box to open, so let's go ahead and place it down. Hopefully we can get something good out of here. Cracker rank would be huge. The brand new set would be huge. I know in the earlier clip I said we might not get one, but you know, you never know. It could change right here, right now. Let's get ourselves a set. Please give us a set. And we got the set! Let's go, dude. GG's. I know I said we are going to use the set, but I just got 2k credit offered for it. I'm going to take that. In a couple hours, the price of these are going to drop massively. It's going to drop to like 1.4k, 1.2k. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and buy it. I know it is going to set us back just a little bit, but 2k creds is a lot to turn down. And I'm definitely going to take that. So we just went ahead and used our whole 30-minute booster. We got to level 18 now, which is pretty good. But one thing I want to do is actually now focus on getting to at least Rebirth 5 for this episode. Because if we get to Rebirth 5 and we look at our sword attributes, at level 5 we get a 20% enchant boost and a 25% tool boost. So we need those to be able to progress faster. So that's what we're going to do. That is perfect timing. They just enabled a 2.5x global money booster. So we'll definitely take that and take advantage of it. Alright, we can go ahead and rebirth one more time. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. We are now Rebirth 3. We also just got 3 more tool perks from our milestone. And we did get 3 more from our pass. So now we have a total of 6. We currently have attack 4 perk. So let's go ahead and roll. Maybe we can get something good out of these 6. Essence 4. Essence 1. Attack 3. Okay, Wizard 4. What does Wizard 4 do? Gives us an enchant multiplier. Ooh, I might low-key keep that. Only because it's going to help us proc our enhancer a little bit more. We do have 2 more rolls, but I'm just not going to take that risk. I'm going to keep Wizard 4 for now, only because I do want to actually get my enhancer to proc a little bit more, so we're getting a lot more XP and leveling up our sword a little bit quicker. We have an 87% chance to apply on this 92% enhancer crystal. I've been trying to get more dust, but I just can't, and I have a good feeling that this is going to go on. So go ahead and put it on, and there we go. Thankfully, it did actually go ahead and apply. If it didn't, I would have been a bit upset, but there we go. Alright, we can go ahead and rebirth, but before we do, let's upgrade our companions. Let's buy all our money worth for these companions. We got a full slot. Let's unequip these, use them all together, buy a little bit more just because we can afford it. There we go, another full companion, use them all together. Let's actually buy a couple more times because we can afford that more. There we go. Now we are out of currencies. Going to fuse them all together, equip best, and there we go. Now we have 175s across the board with two 158Xs. That should help us out a ton. Let's do zone next. Get to 100% again, which should not take long at all. And then I'll cut back once we can rebirth. There we go, we just did 100%. Let's go ahead and rebirth. There we go, now we are rebirth 4. One more rebirth, and then that is our goal for today's episode. We just got another milestone, let's see what it is. 3 pet traits, we'll take that. We got our hands on another Star of the World loot box to open. Honestly, whatever we get, I don't really care. But if we get something good, I will be happy. We already did pull the set, which was great. We sold that for 2k credits. So if we don't get anything good in here, I'm not too mad. We already got a pretty good item. But a pet slot, that is pretty good. I don't think we need it right now. So I might sell it for credits. And then later on, the prices of them are obviously going to drop. So then we're going to buy another one then. But right now, we don't really need it. We already have 2 slots. And we are using a soul pet and a tool pet, which is really the only 2 things that we need right now. Alright, we just hit 100%. Let me go ahead and rebirth. Get the last rebirth. 5th one. There we go. Now we're getting an extra 20% damage, 20% enchant, 25% money, 25% souls, 25% essence, and 25% tool XP. So that should go ahead and help us out a ton. We did also just hit level 25, meaning now we can actually go ahead and upgrade our soul magnet. Let's go ahead, put 3 billion in there for 1000 levels. This should exponentially help us get a lot more souls, so we can go ahead and upgrade more and more. Let's go ahead and zone max and begin AFKing the sheeps. But yeah, with that being said, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call it for today's episode. I'm going to go ahead and lock in, stay here for a couple more hours, and then probably go to bed on the AFK. But if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you've not yet already. And while you're at it, hit that like button as well, just because it does help push out my videos. I had a lot of fun recording today's episode, so you'll definitely see more from me here on EnchantedMC. If you don't want to miss out on my next upload, go ahead and turn on post notifications just so you're alerted. But until then, peace.